a lot, but we are just going to look at what his hand is showing. He's basically an actor, but apart from being also a businessman, and he's there to make money. He's not there to lose money. He's not there to donate money, and for that important aspect is to look at this particular area. This is the area of Saturn, and Saturn is basically the area of money, possessions, wisdom, and it is the area of being grounded. So, a hard line that reaches the amount of Saturn and it stays only till the amount of Saturn depicts that such a person is very realistic, person is very grounded, the person manages money well, and the person could be a very materialistic kind of a person. Uh, Whenever we say the person is materialist, everybody basically uh, they don't like being called materialistic. But we have to be open about this particular word, and it is good to be materialistic. There's nothing wrong with it. We are living in a material world, so being materialist, nothing wrong, and we don't have to shy away from money because even if a person is idealistic, let's imagine you take a reverse sample also. Let's imagine if the heart line had reached first finger. This is the finger of Jupiter. This is the finger of idealism, sensitivity. This is the finger of politics, religion, administration, high position, and honor. So this is not if the heartline was reaching to the amount of Jupiter, it would mean that the person is more of idealistic and sensitive kind. Person might not be grounded, and the person would look for an ideal situation. And ideal situations, there are no ideal situations in life. So there are no perfect situations in life. So you have to be more realistic while basically uh, you're making a business decision. And such people who have their heartline reaching till the amount of Saturn, they would automatically attract more money because they know the importance of money. They know that money works. That is the reason why these people are totally into making money. The first thing is that it's not that if you have made money that you would not give out your money or you would not donate your money. Uh, uh, but the first, basically, you need to have money. This is the first thing to have. Apart from that, this heart line is very deep and clear, singular. It appears that it's a very deep and clear line, which automatically means no stress at all. Because stress and being flirtatious, basically, what it does is that it would distract you. Because if a heart line got branches over it, it brings in distraction, and a person who is distracted would not be successful. So this is how we are trying to analyze and say that people who have a simple kind of a heart line without any branches, that person is likely to be more focused, and because the person is focused, that is the reason why person is likely to be more successful. So this is my way of giving the reading. The second part is this is the headline. So you would notice that there's a good balance between the head and the heart. The length of both the lines are kind of quite similar. Uh, they are not extra long and they are not extra short. Uh, Try to understand. Some people might have a very long kind of a headline. Long headline does not mean that you are going to make more money or you are super strong with your head. Uh, Long headlines would mean that you would make strong boundaries. Mentally, you would make strong boundaries. So people who make strong mental boundaries are not able to like come out of those boundaries. So it's better to have a shorter headline instead of having a long headline. Everybody would be excited when they're showing their hands. They think that I should have the best kind of indications, and if I have the best kind of indications, and the longer the line, the better it is considered to be. Out here, we are looking at the other aspect that if you have a shorter headline, that basically is going to bring you more result compared to having longer lines, because longer lines, long line of head would make it very difficult for those people to come out of their boundaries. Out here, uh, like, yeah, there's current that is passing like out here, and it's from here the current is going back out here. So if the boundaries were long, those currents would not basically pass through. So that is wrong. uh, this is one part. This is the area of imagination. So the imagination energies, like they are getting connected with the political, the money part, the creativity part, and the communication part. So there's a flow of a light or energy or current, whatever you might call it. It's up to you, but uh, try to understand what I have been trying to explain to you, that uh, with open spaces, those currents or energies can they basically pass through. But this you can see in the hands of, this is the hand of a very famous actor. But at the same time, you can also see similar indications in people who might not be rich, who might be poor, but they might be content, and their life is much more stable. So don't try to see that if you have exactly these hands, you are going to be super rich. But if you have got a very similar kind of hand, you would be content, similar to what he might be. This is one aspect. The other aspect is that the headline and the lifeline both are joined for a long duration of time. Such people are extremely hardworking kind of people. These people are cautious, shy, and hardworking and contemplating. So the person contemplates 10 times before making a decision or before saying something. This is another important aspect that we see on his palm. The other important aspect is that this is the area of imagination and visualization and romance. So a mount that is padded, you would see that this area is padded, lots of flesh over it. More the flesh, the better, and it would bring in more of imagination and visualization. But it should not be in extreme, because anything in extreme would not be good. The other good aspect is that the amount of Venus, it is well padded. Well padded Venus basically signifies that the person is warm by nature, the person of high energy level, vitality, and stamina. The person is graceful. So more the padding, the more the qualities basically, more of these qualities come into play. Apart from that, we would see that the fingers are thick, and the hand in general is quite reasonably well structured. Well structured hand basically mean that people have got a good hold over people, money, and resources. This is what we see. And generally actors, they need to be graceful, and they should have the imagination also. So that's the good part. But this person is not extremely imaginative. Try to understand, there's extremities, because this is also the area of lunacy, lunatic, and extreme impracticality. So if the headline was leaning deep down towards the mount of moon, it would mean that. But even if it was seen in the hands of actor, it would have been an excellent sign as well, because you would be able to display few of your acting skills which nobody has imagined. Only you can imagine and basically portray on the screen. So he has got those limited aspects, but still I would say that that with a normal kind of a line also, things are okay. So there's nothing extraordinary that people say that he's super creative and super like he's the best and everything. But the hand should also show that if there was some extremities, like the headline was deeply leaning down towards the mount of moon, this was an extremity. It might mean that extreme amount of imagination is there and visualization is there, but you need to be practical while making movies. So the because the headline is slightly curving downwards, so small amount of imagination is there, not extreme. So that is good for movie making, because you have to have practical ideas to display on the screen. So this is what his hand is showing, and try to understand uh, that such hands could be seen in very general kind of people also. Don't think that uh, people on the streets might not have similar kind of a hand. A person who might be a very, very basic income, like just making 5,000, 10,000 rupees a month, even they might have a similar hand, but they would be extremely content. Contentment is extremely necessary. Some people might make millions and might not be content, but some people who might make small amounts of money can still be content. So that's it for this particular reading. I hope you like this particular video. If you like the video, click on the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Bye and take care. Press the bell icon on my YouTube channel and don't miss another update. What are we? We are products of our thoughts. My guru, a saint, once said, you do not need to go to a astrologer or palmist to know about your future. You already know the outcome. Just look inside and you will know present is a result of the past. How will be my future? It depends on what you are doing in present. Thanks. Bye. Take care.